Hello, and welcome to the Oikos Family Podcast, episode 28. Thank you for joining me. My name is Sonja Wood, and I'm excited today to talk to you about capturing the moment. In episode 27, I spoke to you about making moments and memories, and I felt I wanted to follow on from that and just share with you about capturing the moments. You see, if you can think of it in this way, while you're watching your children do some small thing, whether it's when you're giving them a bath or you're sitting them down at the table for a meal, or you're reading them a story and you're looking at their little faces, whatever it might be, I'm going to ask you if you can just capture that moment. Just take a moment to capture it and keep it. Almost like taking a photograph. And instead of having the photograph on your phone or wherever you store photographs now, put that photograph in your heart of that moment that you just captured and store it there. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today, because if you can do that, if during the course of this week, if each little moment that you see that is precious to you, or just a little moment that puts a smile on your face while you're watching your children, maybe even doing a lesson and it hasn't actually gone all that well, and you decided that instead of pressing on with this lesson and becoming worn out, or the atmosphere is changing to be unpleasant, you just decide you're going to stop because you want peace to reign in your home. And at that moment, you see the change in atmosphere. You see, because you made that decision to not push on and bring more tension, but just put the book away and just allow peace to reign and let peace flood back into the household again, and just enjoy the moment and capture that peaceful moment and put it in your heart. And then the next time something comes up that causes there to be an opposite to what you need it to be, you've got a frown instead of a smile, or you feel angered instead of at peace, whatever it might be, irritable or whatever it might be, please just stop and do something to change the atmosphere, because you can, because you have the ability to do that. Just do something to change the atmosphere. And you know what it could be? It could be sitting down and being still for a few moments. It could be as simple as that. You just sit down, take a few deep breaths, and just capture the moment of stillness. Because there you are making moments. And you know what you're also doing? You're teaching your children how to make moments. You're teaching your children that when things are going a little bit badly, or they're starting to have a difficulty, and the difficulty is getting a bit beyond them, and they don't know what to do. But then perhaps they've seen this example of mom. I've spoken in a previous podcast about being an example and how important that is. But today I want to focus on this capturing a moment and bearing it in your heart and just absorbing it, just embracing it, just inhaling it. I don't know, using all these words to try and just really encourage you to take the time to capture a moment that you can put in your heart and keep it there. And then it'll come up again when you need it, or you can call upon it. Lord, please help me. That moment I captured last week, I need that moment again now. And you've already captured it. You've put it in your heart. You've got the peace buried there. And now it needs to come to the fore. And by doing this little exercise, I'm hoping your children will be able to see that example. And then they will have those tools. They will have that example to follow when they need it. But also, I'm hoping that you will be able just to be encouraged by realizing that, you know what, you don't need to just rush on. You don't need to be running from pillar to post. You don't need to be solving every problem. You can actually stop. You can actually sit down, take a seat, get a cup of tea, take a few deep breaths, and enjoy the moment. Enjoy your children. Capture the moment that was so, so sweet and so precious and so dear to you. that little moment, make a point of capturing it. I'm sure you've got it by now that I'm here to encourage you to capture the moment. And I'm just really, really hoping that you will. And that this few moments that I've had, this incredibly privileged few moments that I can have, where I can share this with you, I'm hoping that will make a difference in your day for you, a good difference. And it will do the same tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And I'm even hoping that capturing the moment will become a habit for you, so that you will find the blessing in that. You'll find the fruit of that is absolutely wonderful, and that you'll be able to partake of the fruit of what it means when you've captured the moment, you've put it in your heart, and it's there for you, and you just do it again and again and again. So I'm going to go now so as to not interrupt any further opportunities in the day that you may have where you can capture the moment. Oh, but wait, before I go, I hope you've captured this moment, this very moment, where you've just taken time to listen to a podcast. Thank you for that. Thank you for listening to this podcast. And I just hope that you're going to bury it in your heart, and that you'll be able to be reminded, this little reminder of capturing the moment will just pop up into your thoughts, and you will remember to do it and make a habit of it. Thank you for listening. I hope you'll join me on the next podcast. Bye for now.